Welcome to Alkafödio,
a Livermore podcast
with your hosts, Jake and Johnny.
Johnny and Jake.
Welcome, everybody.
We're here.
It's Johnny and Jake.
Johnny and Jake, the GFT, Keller Williams.
We're here to with some exciting news. We have an announcement. You want to break them down?
Yeah, so special announcement. This is the Alkafödio podcast, a Livermore podcast where we spread love about Livermore. We share stories, lore about our town that we love, we grew up in, and we want everybody else to know about it.
You know, sometimes you drive by the freeway or the gas station and you say, I wonder what kind of air fresheners they got in that gas station. And we're here to let you in and show you all the different flavors that Livermore has to offer. So, we're going to have some fun with this. We love this town. We kind of want to introduce y'all to the town and tell you some deep cut knowledge that you might not know. And it's going to be told through the perspective of two guys that grew up in the 90s. So,
80s babies, grew up in the 90s, went away to college and came back here.
Here we are.
Livermore's got our hearts forever.
You should live here too. And that's what we think. So
I agree.
Tune in. Alkafödio, a Livermore podcast. We hope you enjoy. Coming very soon.
Right now, as a matter of fact.
In fact, let's start
let's
episode one now.
Episode one, right here.
Actually, before we get to there, let's go ahead and mention we've got a promotion going on. We're looking for some legends, some Livermore legends right now. So I just kicked off my real estate career with Jake, the Jake Fahnhorst team, Keller Williams Tri-Valley. Really excited. A part of this promotion is I've decided I'm going to bankroll your kid to have a year's free worth of music lessons.
And there's a few different legends who are going to be offering lessons for the year, right? We've got
crazy legends. I've got Jim Hurley, who's my OG teacher, my OG music teacher. Not many guys can you say that live in town here that have played Saturday Night Live, right? And so he's the best. I've got Chris and Sweeney, incredible musician, friend that I went to high school with. He has an amazing business called Seeds of Music Academy. Not only will he get you lessons on whatever you want to learn, but then he pairs you up in bands, so rocking and rolling there. And then a great friend of mine and also ex-band member, Phil Didlake, who's a licensed music therapist in town. He is your rhythm aficionado, drums, anything that you need. He also runs the drum circles downtown, farmers market, you name it. So we got some great folks signed up. All you need to do is sign up your kiddo.
Yeah. And maybe they're the next Livermore legend. So
let's hope.
I'm looking at one right now, Jonny Williams. I would categorize you as a Livermore legend.
I mean, there's still time. There's still time to grow the lore. But I'll tell you right now, we got 26 epic legends signed up, which is great. By the way, if you want to sign up, go ahead and head over to the jakefahnhorstteam.com/Johnny, Jonny. Sign your kiddo up free, and hopefully you get that 3 years worth of lessons. But we've got 26 legends signed up. Jake, I want to see 50.
I think we could get 50 by EOD.
I think we could get 50. Oh, yeah. End of day?
Well, once we post this live.
End of date.
End of date. Yes. At least, 50 in a week.
50 by Friday?
50 by Friday.
I think so.
Easily.
Why not?
Easily.
So here's the deal. The 50th registrar that gets in there, the kiddo that is number 50, Johnny's got you for 25 buckaroos at Mozart, Earhart, and Me, downtown Livermore.
Oh man, you could get at least 2 squishies.
That's
at least 2 squishies. Nito's probably not in stock, but you might be able to get a squeezy is another brand that I've learned about.
Okay.
As well as I always want to say a pot sticker, but it is.
You gotta call ahead to get in the Nito line, right? For shipment days.
You gotta follow them on Instagram.
Oh.
And then you know when they get the shipments in. That's the
how
play.
you do it. That's how you do it.
Or there's a group thread of moms and dads.
Yeah.
Who we share. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Get on the thread.
This is a thick underground.
It's a whole thing. Squishy hunting.
Well, I can't guarantee you that the squishies will be available, but I can get you in there for 25, and then let the Lord do his thing, you know? But yeah, so hey, Livermore Legends, come on, sign up right now. We'd love to see you. We're going to announce a winner on August 29th at McGrail Vineyards at Crawdad Republic Sunset Concert. We hope that you are the legend listening now.
I'll be there.
What's up next, Jake? Let's see here. We got calendars.
Calendar. Yeah, calendars are coming out, and those are the NFL football calendars. 49ers, very excited for the season. And I'm always wondering, hey, when do the Cardinals come into town? And I always have to look at my JFT calendar to remind me. Instead of looking at my phone like a normal person, I only look at the schedule on my magnets.
I
hang
use it
on my fridge.
For the same, as a Raiders fan, I love the Raiders one because I say, okay, when is the next Raiders game in Oakland? And I look at that calendar and I say, oh, okay, none.
Las Vegas Raiders. That hurts. That hurts
That's tough.
When we got those printed and it came out Las Vegas.
Yeah,
that hurt some people.
That was R.I.P. Alden Smith.
Man,
yeah, he was great up there.
He was a great Niner and a Raider.
Yeah, that's right.
And a
that's
Cowboy,
right.
I think, for a little bit.
Dang, should have been a Cowboy. Well, okay, we got calendars coming. I think we're going to jump into our episode, huh?
I think so. And I think we've got to talk about the name of the podcast.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Alkafödio Podcast, a Livermore podcast featuring your local realtors, Johnny and Jake and Johnny. We're here to talk Livermore with you. And we're actually here to talk about Livermore Legends, the lore of Livermore. Because when we grew up, and when you grew up, I'm sure you had a lot of, hearsay. Whoa, what's going on? Legends could be people. What else could legends be?
It could be just a story that you heard, some local Livermore lore, legendary lore.
Places.
Absolutely.
Could
be some things that were popular in Livermore.
Yes.
We
got that too. We got some good ones.
Person, place, thing, lore.
Coming up, yeah.
Livermore Legends.
But to really kick it off, the first legend, and the reason that we started the Alkafödio Run Club was that word, Alkafödio. And yes, we're saying word, but we're about to break down the surprise you didn't know that.
Exactly. And growing up in Livermore in the 90s, Alkafödio, I always just kind of mumbled the word. I didn't know it was Alkafödio. I just said Alkafödio. That's a true story.
Well, it kind of fit in with the theme of like everything in the 90s was like a ninja thing. You're like, oh, Alkafödio, that's probably like a sweet like move,
Yeah, and turns out it wasn't a sweet ninja move.
No.
It was a soccer club, a traveling high comp soccer club.
Elite.
Alkafödio.
I think it was like red division, blue division, and then Alkafödio, right? If I'm not mistaken.
100%. And then below the red, sadly, there was a yellow division.
That's where I was at. Yeah.
Dang, you're a yellow division.
No, I think I was red. I was always on the door of blue, but didn't quite break in there.
Sometimes if your team performed, they could go up a division, which was pretty cool back then.
Yeah. But you can't blue to Alkafödio. That was a separate deal.
I think you had to be selected, handpicked, and
were you?
You know what? I wish I was, but I never was. But
I never was.
No, we're Alkafödio.
I will say I didn't go to a tryout, but it still stings.
Well, you didn't get the call for the tryout.
I did not get the call for the tryout. So but still, you never know. You walk in any day, any moment. It could have been my moment, but it never was.
You could have got the call, but you were on the other line.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You didn't have call waiting.
I did have maybe an unhealthy jealousy for the guys that were Alkafödio, and it wasn't even so much that I loved soccer. It was just like that word is so cool. Like, I don't know what it means, but I want it for me. And I never got it. No, never got it. There was a lot of Adidas 3-stripe and Alkafödio like correlation going on. So I tried to get in like half Alkafödio with the shoes.
Did you go Sambas or Gazelles? What were you rocking?
Dang, that's a good question. Honestly, I think I had the knockoffs. I never really had either.
You in 4 stripes?
I'm pretty sure.
I had 4 stripers too. Yeah, we grew up in 4 stripers.
Yeah, I think I had one at one point, but I don't recall which one it was. The Gazelles I think I liked. Were those ones with the tongue, with the looser tongue?
And you definitely had to throw on some fat laces.
Yeah.
I don't know if
the straight across.
Oh,
Or was that wait, not in the etnies stage, or I don't know. If people
you did it. You did it with.
I remember not knowing how to
do.
do them. Like, oh, I'm gonna figure this out. And
You couldn't YouTube it.
No,
I can tell you that much.
man,
You had to
these
know
kids got it
somebody.
made.
You had to know
These
somebody.
kids won't YouTube it now, anyways. You know.
That's true.
We got to show it to them. But at any rate, so Alkafödio, right? Great name, and reminiscing about the yesteryears. That name always stuck with me, and I always wanted to use it for something. Kind of as a musician, as an artist, I'm like, oh, maybe it's a song, maybe it's a name of a group, maybe it's just too cool of a name to not have as something. So we started a run group. We run 5 miles every Friday morning at 6:02 a.m. from Ernie Rodriguez softball fields. Please come join us. All are welcome. You can roll, you can walk, you can run.
Bring your dog.
Bring your dog. Bring your bike. Bring your kids. It's a great way to meet some community members and just go out and get a sweat. So
6:02.
We still do it 6:02. And so we kind of just as a joke, to be honest, we started the run club because I just wanted to run around the lab. And so I enlisted some friends to say, hey, will you run around the lab with me? We're starting Alkafödio Run Club. And, here's the plan. We got to get around the lab. And then we did it. And then now we just do it. And it's the name of it. Lo and behold, Alkafödio is not just an exotic word. It is now, but it was not.
Yeah.
What do we learn?
You know what I learned is it's not Alkafödio.
Surprised you didn't know that.
I'm really surprised I didn't know that. But literally, I thought it was Alkafödio until it was probably about maybe.
Was it when I came and said Alkafödio? Or
No. So it was when I started my real estate career and just getting to know different neighborhoods in Livermore.
Yeah.
I grew up in Springtown, spent a lot of time in those streets, Wattenberger Park, Christensen Park, Croce, all those parks. But it wasn't until I got into real estate, started seeing different neighborhoods. There was an Alkafödio Park. And
Surprised you didn't know that.
And I thought, no way. Is that the same Alkafödio, the soccer elite club travel?
Quick question before we go into Alkafödio Park and Alkafödio. When you were at all these parks in Springtown, did you actually think that they were people, though?
Yeah, because it was Andrew Christensen Park.
I was just like, Andrew? That's a weird name for a park.
Yeah. And then Leo Croce.
So you were already on that. See, for me, my brain never put that together as a kid. I was just like, oh, Tex Burrell. Big trees? That's not a guy.
Yeah, but
my parks were different.
That's true. But we could talk about all those.
That's in the next episode.
Another episode, yeah.
All right. So Alkafödio, born in Alameda, 1908. Went to UC Berkeley as a grad in 1929. He actually served as a rodeo secretary, and this one popped out to me. He did a bunch of rodeos, but one of them I really would have liked to see. Gene Autry's Flying A Ranch Rodeo during World War II. Served in the Army Air Corps as a meteorologist.
Wow.
So he has a interesting kickoff here, but why he is famous in town because of the service to the community, which you know a little bit about, right?
Yeah, he was a man of the people. Sports was his thing. I told my grandma, she's 96, Dorothy.
Surprised you didn't know that.
Surprised you didn't know that. And I said, oh, I'm in a run club, Nanny. It's called Alkafödio. And then she said, oh, the sports guy? He's a great guy. And I said, yeah, it turns out it is named after him. But anyway, Alkafödio, his generosity knew no bounds.
Yeah.
And he gave back to this community, and we hope to do the same. We're just trying to follow in the footsteps of the Livermore legend, Alkafödio.
So LARPD describes the Village Canteen as Livermore's first convenience store, located near the flagpole on First Street. Sold tobacco, cigars, liquor, beer, wine, newspapers, and magazines. And
all the essentials.
Was remembered for a friendly local gathering spot, which that's how it got kicked off. And then he started organizing. He funded and organized something called the Twin Valley Relays, which was a track meet, and began in 1958 at Livermore High, brought together kids from Livermore, Pleasanton, Dublin, Sunol. By 1962, 4 short years later, the event had grown to 1,368 runners. So,
hey, full circle.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The stars are shining. Alkafödio Run Club was meant to be, right? But I guess the biggest plug and why he must have gotten named for this travel soccer is that he helped start the Livermore Soccer League, or a Livermore Soccer League, and was big in with boosters, and looks like he served as a director of Valley Memorial Hospital, which your boy was born at.
Hey, that makes two of us.
Yay, that's right. That's
April
that's a
14th.
relic.
April
I don't.
14th?
Oh yeah, I'm the 14th. What are we? February 23.
Good job.
Come on,
Wow.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
That was good.
All right,
Nice.
so so he's just absolute legend. Did a whole bunch, and then it says here in the 60s he would just randomly be like, you know what, Livermore High basketball jerseys. We need to get some new.
Let's
rips.
upgrade you.
Yeah.
Let me upgrade
Let me
you.
upgrade you. So in the 60s, he hooked them up. And then he passes away 1968 at Valley Memorial Hospital in Livermore. Rest in peace, both Mr. Alkafödio and the hospital itself, no longer here. They named LARPD named his park after him, Alkafödio Park, which is over there off like Delaware. And the park was completed in 1970. 2-acre neighborhood park at 1361 Shawnee Road. Beautiful park.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love that park.
So here we are, as we are here because of the lore of Alkafödio, and we get to share some knowledge about him and his legacy. We're hoping to also share more Livermore legends with you guys. So we hope that you found that somewhat interesting. Hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Livermore, and we got some good topics for you coming up soon.
I think we're going to roll right into, soccer, Alkafödio. I think that kind of brings us to our...
Well, yeah, I think before we wrap this up, we should say a couple of things in this last episode, just Livermore sports in general. Let's blanket. If somebody's looking to move to Livermore, if they've never been to Livermore, a lot of folks coming from the South Bay nowadays, just kicking the tire in Livermore, they should know what a force Livermore sports are. Starts with soccer. Soccer's like every kid in Livermore feels like just plays soccer. Your parents are just like, sorry, you got to play soccer,
Yeah, and sadly you can't play Alkafödio anymore, but you can play Livermore Fusion.
Correct.
You can play the debut LARPD Soccer League.
Ooh, that's correct.
That's getting launched.
Correct. We got futsal in town too, so you can rock all year. We do have the travel teams too with Fusion that you can rock.
You could do the maroon, gold.
That's right.
All the above.
But soccer is not the only sport. I would say my thought is the next biggest sport in Livermore is probably baseball. We got the World Series. You know what I mean?
District 57 hosting at Max Bear Park, which Max Bear is also a guy.
No.
Surprised you didn't know that.
That's not true. But it must be, right? That's how. No, I just learned about how parks get named. So I would say soccer, baseball, huge.
So we've got a couple leagues in Livermore now as far as baseball. There's
growing up, was there always Livermore and wasn't it like American National?
There was Livermore American and Livermore National. So Livermore National was more, if you were from Springtown, you played Livermore National, and then
I thought National was for some reason I thought National was Granada.
Granada had its own thing, Granada Little League. So there were three.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there were three. So,
see, I never played baseball growing up. I just missed the bus on that one.
Yeah, you missed out because your parents said, "Hey, soccer,
get in the soccer pool." Then I found street hockey from Airborne, and the rest is history.
That's it, Wiley. Shout out Wiley.
Shout out to Wiley. La ola es mía.
The wave is mine.
But at any rate, what I've been really impressed with in Livermore lately too is, and my kids are just coming to the sports age, so we're not quite in there yet, but they're getting there. Next level seems next level.
Flag football is it, and it's what I love about it personally is gender doesn't matter.
No, the gals are out there. The guys are out there.
The gals are killing it, and you know what? The next level, I think there's Wishbone as well. There's another one.
Okay,
I think we do next level, but they're just farming the team for the high schools.
Well, now we got high school flag football.
We got high school
ladies this year, right?
Yep.
That's epic. That's going to be killer.
Yeah. So we're just, coaching these kids up, get the skills ready to take them to next level in high school, flag football.
And I mean, if you're coming in, maybe not the young athlete, but the older, more regal athlete, and you're coming into town, we've got some fierce pickleball courts just clanking and clomping all day long. I mean, Madison is popping right now.
It's actually May Nissen, who is a person as well.
Yeah, May. Good old May. Surprised I didn't know
May
that.
Nissen.
It's cracking right now.
Yeah, it's popping there. And then also you go to the club.
The club's got a
next
bunch of, level.
Yeah.
The club's a whole episode.
We'll save that for another
great.
one. Yeah.
Man, isn't the club getting refitted?
It's getting redone. A little construction going on there. Shout out Jared.
He's
taking care of
fine work, taking care of the club, taking care of our town here.
Man.
So the other thing I'd like to bring up is, so I grew up playing street hockey, which then became roller hockey, which was another 90s thing. That's got to be an episode. We got some skaters and bladers coming up. Mm-hmm. But so there was a rink in Livermore. In fact, there still is at Junction Middle School and Elementary School.
Junction
K8.
Avenue Middle School. Jams.
That's right. K8 Jams K8 dual immersion has got the rink. It's not in the best condition, but it's not in the worst condition. That's where I grew up playing. What I would have loved to have an ice hockey rink close. We did have one in Dublin, but that was a little bit too far for my folks and me at the time. But we do have 2 sheets of ice in Livermore right now, and that is a huge.
Surprised you didn't know that.
Not everybody knows that. We've got 2 right now. We got the Tri-Valley Blue Devils doing their thing out of there. It's called Tri-Valley Ice. In fact, they now own the rink in Dublin as well. So we run the gamut. We got every sport in town, and boy, if you're moving to town and your kids play sports, you're in good hands.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So let's
softball
do this.
Too. I forgot to say
We
softball.
can't smoke. Come on now.
Yeah. Hadley, my daughter, she's on the smoke high comp. I say high comp, might be mid comp.
Alkafödio?
It's not quite Alkafödio, but these girls, they're killing the summer. They're dominating. They're practicing in the 100-degree heat. But Hadley's 8U, they won the tournament.
Let's go.
Tournament, yeah.
Let's go.
Sans Hadley. Hadley was at the rodeo.
Shout out to Smoke.
Yeah, shout out to Smoke.
A couple other quick just acknowledgments. Swimming, big deal in Livermore. My hood was the Roanwood Sharks, but sadly they are now gone. But I hear that the Orcas are making waves up at Las Positas.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
And then the Sunset. What are the Sunsets?
See, I wasn't a swimmer, and I don't know the whole thing, but I know that it is a whole thing. So sorry if it's your thing.
The Fireballs at the tennis club. At the club.
Okay, that's their squad.
Yeah, Hadley's also a Fireball.
See, that's legit.
Yeah,
that's a good.
She doesn't compete though there either.
Well, you got to get in.
But their team won the championship.
You got to get in on the first step. Hey, the backup kicker still wins.
Exactly, they get the ring.
There was 3 goalies last night that won the Stanley Cup. 2 of them played this season. One of them just hangs out, but guess what? He hoists the cup as well. Shout out to Livermore Phantom Lacrosse Club.
Oh,
we got
lacrosse
too, and that's happening in the high school as well. Oh, high schools do have ice hockey teams now too. Boy, I would have liked that.
At Livermore High, Granada High,
just like an Airborne, bro.
Surprised you didn't know that.
Yeah, surprised you didn't know that. They both got squads.
Wow.
Yeah, they have a nice little season. They play De La Salle, Foothill, Amador, like San Ramon squads.
Wow, Livermore and Granada High schools both had great seasons when it came to baseball and softball too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, in essence, you're going to get this from our podcast. We're going to get into a lot of little niche things, but come on down. Check out the sports in Livermore. In fact, we're going to wrap this up with some quick hitters. I got a question for Jake. Jake has a question for me. We're going to go for it. And my first question for you is going to be sports park related. I want to know, it's 1994. You're 10.
I'm 10.
You're on the BMX bike.
The Mongoose.
Yeah, you're on the Mongoose. You're
Mongoose.
cruising. I want to know, it's 9 o'clock. It's like you're outside now, not too hot. You and 4 buddies.
Are we AM or PM?
AM.
Okay, because it might have happened. Street lights are on, and
PM's good too. We can get that's a whole other episode.
That's
Street lights.
You
got to be home before those bad boys, or at least I did. So 9 a.m. I'm thinking summer day. You got licensed to roam. Where are you and 4 buddies going to? What park? What are you doing? Like, what's the activity? What are you guys rocking?
All right, we hop on the Mongoose. First off, I hop on the bike and cruise over from Oakmont Circle, cruise around the circle, see if Gil's there. I don't see bikes on the front lawn. So I keep cruising. I go down another block. Don't see bikes there.
Gotta look for the bikes.
Looking for the bikes. So eventually make it down to Bridgeport Circle and see Mercy. I see all the bikes in front of Mercy. So I see 3 bikes. Okay, 3 plus
2
1.
bikes. You stop for 2? You stop for 2 or you stop?
Oh, we stop for 2. We stop for 2.
What's the line on that? 1.5 bikes?
1.5, and then you stop. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's over. But the under 1 bike is maybe a consideration, but you're looking for that sweet spot of 2 to 3 bikes.
Because I know if we all get on the bikes, we're going directly to the jumps.
Yeah, and shout out to the next episode coming in soon. I think we might have to talk to jumps.
Yeah. So we cruise to. Are we?
No, just tickle it. Just tease it with it.
Yeah.
Tell them you're okay.
Yeah,
so you and 5 friends.
We spend some time there, and then you know what? We might go to 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And
Slurpee.
7-Eleven was probably about 1.5 miles, and we're 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our kids are pretty close to that, and I would not trust my kid right
I can't
now.
get my kids to ride in the car 1.5 miles.
I know, but just the way things are these days. But now my parents are like, all right,
well, they were different times. We're talking the 90s.
Yeah, this is the 90s.
So your quick hitter summertime go-to is 9 a.m. First of all, step 1, find the bike. Step 2, hit the jumps, and then wrap it all up with a Slurpee or something.
Hit a Slurpee, and you know what? Might rally the troops, see if we could get a little Sandlot baseball game going.
There you go.
Yeah, and those same bikes that we found on the lawn, those became the home run.
Oh,
you know, you place those out in the outfield.
Yeah. Derby,
if you hit it,
wiffle ball derby.
No, it was if we had kind of a skeleton crew. It's like, all right, right field's closed. If you go to right field, you're out. So center field and over.
You really got to get out there.
Yeah.
All right. So what I would do is 9 a.m. I'm looking for my squad. I'm looking for K. Please. I'm looking for Brandon. I'm looking for my boy Jordan. And actually, what I'm doing is I'm not getting on the bike. What I'm doing is I'm getting on the blades, bro.
Ooh,
I'm throwing the blades.
Oh, so
I mean, I might get on the bike some days, but this was like my go-to. My go-to is get on the blades. Actually, go around the corner to see if my boys Tyler and Matt are playing street hockey. If not, I might knock on the doors, try to get him to go. But if not, I know I can
Matt
get
come out and play?
Yeah. If I can't get them, I know I can get my 3 boys. But the problem is, they live a little deeper. They're in a different hood. So what I would do customarily is put the net on my head and just skate. Just skate the stick on top and skate to the house. And I could at least get one. Kyle had the goalie pad, so we had to go there. You know what I mean? Like get the goalie going. So we do that. And then I'd say the next move would be find a trampoline or find a pool, bro. If we could find one of those, Brandon had both. So if we could get there, then life was good.
We didn't have any friends with pools. Trampoline, we had trampoline, but no pool.
Oh, well, you know what? The hose on the trampoline does just fine.
You're not wrong. Or the oscillating sprinkler, run through the sprinklers, or maybe just shoot the hose up in the air.
That was kind of our speed right there. All right. Well, hey, thank y'all for tuning in to the first episode of Alkafödio, the Alkafödio podcast, the Livermore Podcast.
It's a Livermore podcast.
A Livermore podcast.
We're one of many, but we're hoping to be your favorite, your go-to to get all your Livermore fix, right? Everything you want to know about Livermore, the things you might not have known, and just get a little different perspective on Livermore. And you come right here to the Alkafödio, a Livermore podcast.
Surprised you didn't know that.
Surprised you didn't know that.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out next time. Signing off. Thank you for listening to Alkafödio,
a Livermore podcast,
brought to you by the JFT,
where we're community-driven, service-focused.
Recorded live at Advanced Creative from Livermore, California.
Give us a follow wherever you get your podcasts.